Hello, and welcome to the TriageLogic myTriage Checklist 30-day free trial. This video will provide you with a very high-level overview and the functionality of our system. You've already created your username and password, so please enter that information into our login screen and click Submit. Upon login to our application, you will receive a pop-up with a friendly reminder of the number of days remaining in your free trial. You will also see your contact information for when you are ready to make the myTriage checklist part of your organization's permanent triage software solution. Feel free to email us at info@triagelogic.com or click on the link below where you will be able to schedule appointments with our sales and account manager, and you will also be able to register for live demos of our application, where you will be able to see in more detail the functionality and enhanced application systems that we have within our system. We will also be able to provide a more detailed demonstration of the valuable reporting systems available within our myTriage checklist application. So popping back over, we're going to begin with our high-level overview of the myTriage checklist. Our myTriage checklist system is internet-based, and as you will see it in this overview, it allows the user to focus on your patient with minimal typing. It will create a patient report at the bottom of the application, which will then be copied and pasted into your existing EMR systems. So with this, we will begin. We are currently on our home page, and we follow the 3 easy steps to get started. Step 1 is we are entering our patient zip code. We enter the zip code because we have the ability to pull detailed statistical data from our application. With the zip code, we are able to follow any area healthcare trends. For example, in our current state of our COVID-19 pandemic, we are able to drill down in our data and analyze how many times our coronavirus COVID-19 protocols has been used per zip code. Next, you can enter an open text field and enter your patient's current signs and symptoms. From here, we're going to proceed and search our database of protocols. In our myTriage checklist application, we have telephone triage protocols by Dr. Barton Schmidt, of which we have 245 pediatric protocols. Our adult protocols are by Dr. David Thompson, and you will have access to 200 adult telephone triage protocols as well. So let's search that database of protocols. We come over to the left-hand side where it says IE abdominal pain, and we enter the symptom we wish to search for. The database will pull your available resources. At this point, the system will change slightly in functionality, and the home screen where you see the 3 easy steps to get started will now function in a hover mechanism, completely controlled by the movement of the user's cursor. So as I pull my cursor over to the left-hand side, over cough adult, I can preview the protocol. To go inside the protocol, I simply click on the desired protocol. The confirmation bar will appear at the bottom. I click on the protocol to proceed inside the protocol. Once inside the protocol, on the left-hand side, underneath the title field of assessment questions are the telephone triage protocol dispositions or level of acuities, or where we're going to refer that patient to for care. Our entire goal of the telephone triage process is to ask our callers a series of questions so we can have a better understanding of their current signs and symptoms so that we can safely refer them to the most safe, cost-effective level of care which is available to your clinical user at the time of the telephone encounter. So underneath the assessment questions will be those level of dispositions, level of acuities. As the user moves their cursor over the title fields, the symptoms will appear on the screen. The layouts of the screen, the symptoms will appear in black bold, and to the right is the very valuable clinical knowledge for your users under ruleouts. So the user begins the process of the telephone triage by asking the caller the series of questions that appear on the screen. They will stop at the first positive identified symptom or statement. If and when they make it down to home care, they know they have safely assessed their patient. At this point, they do not require a hands-on medical evaluation, but they will proceed to the care advice. Clicking on the first positive identified statement will take the user to the care advice screens. This is where the clinical user will use their judgment and select applicable care advice from the available resources. They point and click the care advice in which they would like to add to and review with their patient. At the bottom of the screen, you will see the patient report begin to populate. We have a few advanced features of the system, which include medication charts. Clicking on the available medication, the clinical user can quickly add a dosage of medication by pointing and clicking, identifying the available product and appropriate weight. All of the medication charts also include table note reminders. We have select handouts available in the system. These are PDF patient educational resources that can either be emailed or text directly to your caller. Our educational PDF resources in the system are also by the Schmidt-Thompson team. The user point and clicks, they can do a preview of the resource that can easily be sent directly to the caller, either in an email or text message format. We also have the ability to add a second protocol if applicable. With our enhanced version, we have the ability to include custom instructions related to each of your client locations under our practice preference sheets, and we can customize orders. I suggest that you register for a demo so that this can be provided to you in more detail, and we can answer specific questions related to how we can customize our myTriage checklist to meet your individual needs for your organization. So we're going to come down and we're going to look at our patient report and copy and paste it directly into your existing EMR. With a simple click on copy to clipboard, it will highlight all of the data. And for demonstration purposes, I'm simulating this Word document as your EMR phone note, where you will copy and paste the information, your entire clinical assessment in accordance with the protocols and your patient care directly into your EMR. I want to thank you for taking the time for reviewing our high-level overview for our myTriage checklist, and I strongly encourage you to register for a demo where we can answer the specific questions for your organization to meet your needs. As well as for all of our clients, we include live training sessions with our experienced clinical trainer. Well, she will focus not only on the functionality of the application, but how to properly assess a patient over the telephone in accordance with these national standard guidelines for your organization to have quality patient outcomes that will be consistent for your organization. Thank you, and we look forward to working with you at TriageLogic.